Hi there, name's Jack Thunderback. In my never-ending quest for the perfect chair to replace the Herman Miller Aeron, this hefty dentist chair-looking freak thinks it can replace my favorite chair ever made. It has a lot of features one might like, but some flaws that one might not.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So this is the HBADA E3. I'm going to tell you all the pros and cons of it. It's a very comfortable chair, just some questionable design choices that hopefully they improve in the Mark II, if that's even a thing. But I've had the Herman Miller Aeron original. This is not the remastered version because that one is way tougher. This one's much softer. And it's okay, but it has some flaws. Like this, it's hard plastic on the knees. I think my legs are numb from this. It's cutting off the circulation right here, and it's painful and it's not good. But like whatever, you're upright, it's decent, it's mesh, it's like nice in the summer, it's breathable, decent, but I'm always looking for an upgrade. This thing, could it be it? Let me tell you why it might actually be. It might not. This is the first chair that I've ever reviewed where some company sent it to me. Full disclosure, they sent me this, but usually like I trash the company because it's so many flaws in the damn thing. This is the first time where I'm not in pain and having to like stop using it after an hour. It's actually like quite comfortable. The mesh itself is soft, if not even softer than this. So like just the material alone, I'm not in pain, and that's nice. Doesn't mean it's all roses and candles over here. There's a lot of things I don't like, but we'll talk about the nice things first, and then we move into the what the hell were you thinking section of the video. So first thing you'll notice, it feels quite ergonomically correct when you're in the proper position. Pretty good, little headrest. It's very adjustable, everything adjusts, but we'll get to the con list, how they don't always adjust the way you think they should. But like this thing moves awkwardly, it stabs you in the neck. You saw that. It comes out. It's too far. And then like pushing it back, it's hard. Like I don't know how to get it back. You got to go fully out and then back, and I don't know, it's an awkward adjustment. The chair arms, this is, oh, I guess we're getting to that con section early. These are hard. It's really hard. It's not comfortable at all, and they're not back far enough. Like you see how far back these go, right to the edge. So like that's where our arms rest, whereas this, I always feel like I'm so far forward. That's the only real deal-breaking flaw. It's just, you can never get comfortable enough. And they adjust out even wider if you're obese, in, and then they angle very loudly. This is how I have to do it because they're so far forward. If you're like this, you've got to raise up a notch. I always use a footstool. You see how these hit my desk? I feel very far away from everything I want to do here. I'm editing videos and it doesn't feel right. So what I have to do, go in, slash, and now I'm closer at least, but then this is not even an armrest anymore. It's like I'm half off the angle. It ain't right. These are the worst arms ever, and they can't go any further back. They can actually rudely go even further forward. Like, what are we doing here? Come on. It's so annoying. And then when you're like this and you want to get up and it's like, oh yeah, that, you're trapped in your own chair and you got to move those and get up. But all can be forgiven due to one feature, the footstool. Are you believing it? Now this, trust me, you just lean back comfortably after. It's easy. Anybody can do this. That's the life. That is the life. It does turn on its own. It's hard to stop. It is hard to stop. But like, I've been doing this. Sometimes you're sitting up, you don't want to be sitting up. I'm scrolling now like this. This is hilarious. It's the most comfortable thing I've ever had in my life. It's like, man, all the flaws of this chair, and there are many. This is so comfortable. Or if I want to like watch a movie, I can actually do that. No, you won't ever stop sliding, but who cares? This is great. This is great times. You can adjust. Totally adjusting. Ah, yeah. Most chairs don't let you do that. They do not. So like, and it's pretty easy to put back. It's awkward. I would have thought it would have slid down. I think it should be an automatic thing that slides forward, and then I press to click unlock with my legs. That's how it should be. Click, and then they pop out. And then I push them back in with my legs. That would be cool, but it's the opposite. They come forward and then underneath. It's weird, but like whatever, it's design choices. This thing is strange. It hugs you. You can like have it squeeze you. I don't like this whole thing. It's just invasive, but it's like so adjustable. Everything can be heightened, changed, but will you ever find your comfort level? I don't know. One strange thing is there doesn't seem to be any tension adjustment. It just kind of, you fall back or you don't. Usually you can screw a thing where it's like kind of, you can lean back a bit, but not all the way, and it'll just be that perfect tension of like, oh yeah, I'm leaning now, without that happening. So my Aeron has that, and it's just kind of, just a little bit. It's like it's mostly up, but it's kind of like if you want to lean back a bit, it'll do that, and that's kind of nice. So I don't know where I stand on it. This is just an honest review. This is me trying to decide which one do I sell? Which one do I want to keep myself? Because this one has all the lounge features that are so fun, and then this one's a little more comfortable to work with. Just if you're upright, and these are much softer and better, and they don't move anywhere. They're just fine, and often it's the elbow that you're leaning on, so it has to be soft. Whereas this, very hard. You can get like covers, I'm sure, but these are really thick. Most of those things do not fit right. And they have like a strap that goes under both sides, but this is so far back that, will that even work? But it's the first chair where I've thought, you know what, this is better than the Aeron in a lot of ways. It does look like a dentist chair, especially when you're leaning back. But hot damn, like you could remove some stuff. I've debated removing this whole thing, but it just feels very big and spacious without it. The Aeron feels so minimalist. It's just like it's a much smaller looking chair. It takes up less space in your room, all angles. It's just nice to sit on, but then you're not watching movies and relaxing, and it's not bad. So like, well done. You have a lot to work on, don't you? With the armrests and their positions, and like it's too high as well. Like that's as low as it can go. It should be able to go much lower. That feels much lower when I'm in that chair. It can go higher. Like so rude. What are you doing? What are we doing here? And a lot of things just wiggle. Everything seems to wiggle in here and make noise. Like this thing. I make videos in the chairs, and it's a lot of creaking happening. So I've noticed that. That might be a deal breaker, just for if you're a YouTuber in a chair. That's the thing. And possibly the dumbest feature I've ever seen any chair do. These can go up. Like, what are we doing? Why would I want that? There's got to be a reason. Like, you're leaning, praying to God that they would change. Like, what? I'm trying to find, God, please send me a better chair. I don't know who would do it. Can you grip it if you're laying down or something? There's no reason why that would ever be a comfortable thing to do. I can't find its purpose, but whatever, they did it. No other chair does that. I could see if it went downwards, you monkey ape. But to sum it up, the mesh seat is very nice, and the fall off to the legs, it's all mesh. There's nothing hard. Your legs are just touching soft mesh at all times. This thing's a little invasive in its hugging of you, but it's okay. And I've sat here for hours and hours, and I'm not in pain. So like usually I have to get up, I'm like, I can't sit on that anymore, and then I'm back to this, and then I have to sell the chair. Whereas this one, I'm actually debating it. So it's a good chair. It's pretty good. Might be the best chair you've ever sat in. You don't know the Aeron love. But like, it's actually better in a lot of ways. Also worse. It is available through my affiliate links, of course. So thank you for sending me the chair. Pretty good. Not bad. I would change some things, and I hope you do in the next version. And I will review that once you've made all my improvements. It's not bad. Could look nicer too. Less dentist chair-like. Less of this futuristic ergonomic aerospace type of deal. Just like nice and simple. White. Happy white chair. I'll leave. You donating Bitcoin? You're not. Subscribe to my Witness Annex.